My name is Daniel, and for the past few weeks, my wife, Clara, has been acting different. She's been distant, quiet, like her heart was somewhere else entirely. At first, I thought maybe it was stress from work or just one of those phases couples go through, but it wasn't that simple. Every night, around 10:30, she'd quietly put on her shoes, grab her coat, and step out of the house. No explanation, no goodbye, just gone. At first, I thought maybe she was going for a walk or meeting a friend, but she'd come back hours later, her eyes red like she'd been crying. When I asked her where she went, she'd just whisper, "Nowhere, Daniel. Go to sleep and turn away." But something inside me couldn't rest. You know that feeling, when your gut tells you something isn't right? One night after she left, I decided to follow her. I didn't even put on a jacket. I just waited a few minutes and stepped outside. The air was cold, sharp enough to sting my face. I kept my distance, walking in her shadow. She turned left at the corner, past the bakery that had closed hours ago. Then she crossed the street toward the old part of town. It was strange. She wasn't heading anywhere we usually go. The streetlights were dim, the road cracked, and the sound of her footsteps echoed off the walls. She walked for nearly 15 minutes until she reached an old, run-down building. The community center. It used to be full of kids laughing and playing, but it had been abandoned for years. She stopped at the door, looked around once, and went inside. I froze. Why would she come here? Alone, in the middle of the night. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it. Part of me wanted to go home but something stronger pulled me closer. I waited, then slowly pushed the door open. It creaked, loud enough to make me flinch. Inside, it was dark, dusty. The faint smell of rain and old wood filled the air. Then, I heard her voice, soft, trembling. She was talking to someone. I moved quietly down the hallway, past old posters, broken chairs, and memories of laughter that no longer existed. I stopped at a cracked glass window and looked inside. Clara was sitting on the floor in front of a small candle, and next to it was a framed picture, a picture of our son. He was just 7 years old. He passed away 2 years ago. A car accident, right outside that same community center. We used to bring him there every weekend to play basketball. He loved that place. After the accident, I couldn't bear to go near it again. I shut down, stopped talking, stopped feeling. I thought bearing the pain would make it go away. But Clara, she carried it. Every night, in silence, she was whispering to his picture. "Hey, baby, Mommy's here again. I brought your favorite toy. Remember this?" She held a small blue car in her hand, his favorite one. "Dad misses you too," she said softly. "He just doesn't know how to talk about it." Her voice cracked. "He still blames himself, even though it wasn't his fault." Tears blurred my vision. I leaned against the wall, trying not to make a sound, but I couldn't hold it anymore. I walked into the room slowly. She looked up, startled at first, then froze when she saw me. Her eyes filled with tears. Neither of us said anything for a while. Then I whispered, "I didn't know you came here." She looked down. "I didn't want to make you remember. Daniel, you're still hurting." I thought, if I carried it quietly, maybe you'd heal. I knelt beside her. The candle flickered between us. We just sat there, holding each other, in the quiet room where our son once laughed. For the first time in 2 years, we cried together. All the pain, all the guilt, all the silence. It poured out like a storm that had been waiting too long to fall. When we finally spoke again, she told me she'd been coming here every night for months, talking to him, telling him about our days, about how much we missed him, and how sometimes she still heard his laughter in the wind outside. That night, we stayed until dawn, and as the sun rose, we both realized something. Moving on doesn't mean forgetting. It means learning to live with the love that never leaves. Sometimes silence doesn't mean peace. It means someone's still fighting their own battle inside. And love, real love, is standing beside them, even when you don't understand the war